Well, hello, welcome to the stretch class today. My name is Lynn Hayden and I'm with Dancing For Him Ministries, and on this channel I do lots of videos that relate to praise and worship dancing to help you, the worship dancer, grow in your call to dance before the Lord. Please hit the subscribe button and hit the notifications bell so you'll be aware of more videos that come out. Now today we're going to do a stretch segment. I always do a stretch segment in each class that I teach, but listen to your bodies. Don't overdo, don't overstretch. And today we're also going to work with some pillows to help support your knees in a particular exercise. So grab 2 or 3 pillows and have them handy, and let's get to it. All right. So let's start to a wide second position. Go where you can go. So just go where it's comfortable for you. And you're up nice and tall, and just stretch over to one side. So it's a nice long stretch first. So your opposite hip is pressed into the floor there. Shoulder is away from the ear, and you should feel a nice stretch in the inner thigh. And a little bit in the waist. And help yourself up and over to the other side and stretch. Try to keep that opposite hip down into the floor. And help yourself sit up and then just go forward. And like in the ballet classes, I make sure that our knees face the ceiling and toes face the ceiling. But in this class, we're just kind of let the knees roll in, and it gets a different stretch in the inner thighs. I also do this kind of stretch in the modern dance class. So just allow yourself to stretch. Now don't be discouraged if, it's like, oh, I'll never get that far. Keep in mind, I've been stretching and dancing since 1967, so I've been doing it a long time. But you can improve your flexibility over time, so with practice, and it does improve. All right, and help yourself sit up, and let's go over to our backs. So just carefully lie down onto your back, and with the knees bent, feet flat, draw one knee into the chest and hold on underneath your knee. Extend the other leg down to the floor, and then extend that leg up to your degree. Hold where you can without having the hip yank up, right? Try to keep the hip down onto the floor. So that may decrease the amount that your leg will come forward. So, and hold on either behind the thigh, behind the calf, or the ankle, wherever your flexibility allows. And just hold that stretch. Just feel it, shoulders down away from the ears. And then bend the knee and flex the foot. And extend the leg, the lower leg, from where your knee just was. And bend the knee and flex the foot, drawing the knee in closer, and extend the leg up, drawing it closer to you. And bend and flex, and really stretch, this time as far as you can, and the hip may come up a bit. And then soften the knee and circle the ankle in one direction. And reverse the circle. And then cross the ankle over the other knee. Reach your hands through your legs and pull the back of the other leg. So again, this is another outer hip stretch. Piriformis stretch, outer thigh. So try to pull that opposite knee in closer to you, and if you'd like, with your elbow on the ground, you can push the other knee away from you. with the other hand. So you get even a deeper stretch. And relax. All right, let's switch feet. Draw the other knee into the chest, the other leg is down. Extend the leg up and pull it towards you. And hold on wherever you have your flexibility. You can even soften your knee a bit to stretch like just the hamstring, but it's better if you can just try to straighten the leg and just hold on where you can. At this point, we're keeping the hip down and you're just stretching. And hold. And then bend the knee and flex the foot. And stretch the lower leg from there and point the toe. And flex and bend. And stretch from there. Good. And one more time, bend and flex. And really stretch, stretch, stretch. Now this time the hip does come up a little bit. You're getting a little bit longer stretch there. And then soften the knee and circle the ankle in one direction. And reverse the circle in the other direction. And then take that ankle and cross it over the other knee. Reach the hands through the legs. Pull the opposite leg up toward you. And you should feel that stretch again in the outer hip. And if you want a deeper stretch still, your elbow is on the ground and you can push with your fingers that knee away from you while simultaneously pulling the other leg closer to you. All right, so now let's take, extend your legs out, draw one knee into the chest and extend it up. So you're just at 90 degrees. Maybe do the leg that you didn't just do. And then take your hand, the opposite hand, cross it over onto the outside of the other leg. Keep that hip down, planted into the ground, and stretch your leg across your body just a little bit. So don't let that hip come up. It's a very tiny little stretch. Probably won't go very far at all. And so this is a really nice stretch for that outer hip area. And back to center, and let's do the other leg. Draw knee into the chest, extend it up, and stretch across. Trying to keep that opposite hip down into the ground. Try not to let the hip come up. You can soften your knee if you need to. You'll still feel that stretch. All right, let's have your arms in like a T and knees come in and just roll the knees over in one direction, and while trying to keep your shoulders planted into the ground, turn your head the other direction. So it's a nice gentle twist of the spine. And then use your hands and your knees to help you up and roll over to the other side. And look at the other direction. Use your abs in your hand to help you back to center. Now, let's take one leg and just cross your legs, just like you're sitting there cross-legged. and roll over, and you'll find this is a deeper stretch. So the same kind of knees one way, head the other way, but you'll find it a little bit deeper in the outer hips, and you might feel a nice stretch in the side body, in the lower part of the side body. And carefully come back and switch legs and roll over the other direction. And come center. All right, if you have your pillows handy, we're going to work on opening up the hips and the inner thigh. So grab both pillows if you need it, and put them on either side of your mat. And so you're going to lie on your back, and then just place the pillows like right next to your thighs, and so the soles of the feet are together and just down. And this will help support your legs a little bit, so it's not an overstretch in the inner thigh. So, and just kind of relax, feeling that stretch in the inner thigh. Now, I don't need the pillows, so I'm going to move mine, but so I like to feel that stretch. And just kind of relax into it, but try not to let your back arch. Keep your mid-back on the ground and your tailbone, so you're still in a neutral spine. Carefully bring your legs back together. And while we're on our backs, while we have our pillows nearby, take one or two pillows and put them between your shoulder blades, and rest your head on it as well. So I'm going to need two pillows, but you might just need one, depending on the thickness of your pillow. So make it so that your head can be on the pillow as well. And it kind of is between your shoulder blades, and you lie back on them. And as you're lying back, this is a nice stretch for the chest and the shoulders. Just put your arms in like a goalpost on the ground. Your knees are bent, feet are flat, so that you don't hyperextend your back. And just relax. So this is a great, great stretch for your chest and the front of your shoulders, and particularly if you sit at a desk a lot, you do a lot of typing, or you bend over a lot, you know, this is great for your posture. But as we grow older, a lot of times we tend to kind of relax our shoulders forward. We kind of hunch over, and often we don't even realize it. It's just a relaxed posture, and eventually, it's hard to straighten back up. So this helps to prevent that by stretching the front, and you also want to strengthen the back, strengthen the traps and the up behind the shoulder blades. It's funny, I mentioned earlier how sometimes we hold tension and we're not really relaxing into the stretch. I just caught myself relaxing my shoulder. Alright, so let's just turn to one side and use your hands to help you to sit up and just sit comfortably. And let's stretch the triceps a little bit, and the back of the shoulder. So inhale, arms up. Exhale and just bend one elbow and take the other hand and hold the elbow. Still trying to keep your head up. So you feel a nice stretch in the back of the arm, in the tricep area there. And if you want a little deeper, you can just tilt to the side a bit. And come up. And relax, kind of shake it out. Let's do the other side. Inhale, arms up. And exhale and just hold on to the tricep, to the elbow, stretching the tricep on the other side. And if you want a little more, just lean to the side just a little bit. And relax, kind of shake it out. And let's hang upside down. So we're going to stand up, all 10 toes face front, parallel second, and just kind of hang upside down there a little bit, stretching the hamstrings and the calves. Now while you're here, hanging upside down, feel your weight shift into your heels just a little bit. And you should notice a different area in the back of your legs that stretches. And then shift your hips forward a little bit so more weight is on the balls of your feet. And you should feel a slightly different stretch. And then center. And then soften the knees and use your hands and your thighs if you need to help yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Rolling up, starting from the low back, leaving the chin for last. Up nice and tall, 4 shoulder rolls back. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Inhale, arms up. And exhale. Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you in a class, a conference, or the online school. God bless.